You guys have had some close ones over the last couple weeks, and tonight you're able to close it out against a quality opponent, certainly a team that's been surging. What did your group show you, or what did you guys show each other in your execution to get this win?
We just stay resilient throughout the whole game. Even when we got down or, was getting killed on the offensive glass and things of that nature, we continue to stick with the game plan and all the way down to the DS steal and three-point play, which ultimately became the game winner. Stuck with the game plan, and when you do that, you get yourself a good chance to win.
LeBron, what have you made over this team's just fight in this stretch without AD? Undersized, undermanned most nights.
That's how we don't win. Or at least compete to win every night. We have to. That's all we got. We're undermanned. So we have to, come out and grit games and, play as hard as we can and, win ugly games. Sometimes we lose, ugly games, but, we've given ourselves a chance to win ball games, and that's all you can ask for.
LeBron, what were your thoughts when the team added Dennis late to this roster? And in his second year here, has he surprised you in any way, or have you seen any change, or have you been maybe reminded of some trait that he has that's valuable to the team?
No, he didn't remind me of anything. If you watched any ball in the summertime, you see how exceptional he was in EuroLeague. It was first team all EuroLeague, and gave his country an opportunity to compete for gold. And obviously they fell a little short, but he played exceptional basketball all summer. So. And I knew what we was getting even after the injury, what we was going to get out of him once he returned to form.
LeBron, congrats on the win. There's going to be a lot of talk about you approaching Kareem's record over the next few weeks. Does it ever get old or boring or redundant when people talk about all the things you've done in your career, or does it motivate you more?
I really don't get caught up into it. I've had a heck of a career, up until this point, but. My motivation and my mindset is focused on, this team right now and how we can, continue to win games, continue to compete, and how I can put myself in a position to help this team win ball games, because that's what it's about. So really don't get caught up in the conversations that's been held outside of what I'm trying to do personally with this ball club.
LeBron, 39 second chance points for the Grizzlies is the most by any team in the last 25 years. To be able to overcome something like that barrage, is that something you look at, that you key in on?
No, they have probably 9 guys that's over 6'8", 6'9". And I think we're playing with like 3 or 4 right now. You spend a lot of time keying in on Ja Morant. You got 2 guys, flying at him, trying to get contested at Ja Morant. And you got the strongest guy in the NBA and Steven Adams, under there battling versus guards. We're probably going to lose that battle 100 out of 100 times. He had 8 offensive rebounds. Brandon Clark came in, gave him 5 extra offensive rebounds. Got to just do a better job of hitting guys, but still, that's what they do. They do a great job of hitting the glass. The last game they played against Cleveland, they actually won on the second chance point by Steven Adams, because 2 guys went at Ja Morant's layup, and Steven Adams couldn't be blocked out, even by Evan Mobley, who's almost 7 foot tall. So sometimes you got to give some things up.
Hey, LeBron. Darvin told us that during halftime he was talking about how he wanted the team to compete down the stretch, and he said Juan responded to him something like, "How about a win?" Can you speak to kind of what you feel is like the right mindset for the team that can keep you guys moving forwards?
Just play basketball the right way.
How about in terms of balancing sort of moment-to-moment small goals, like competing with a bigger picture goal, like getting a win?
But no, competing, that's not our problem. I ain't worried about that. We compete every night. If you watched any of our games over the last couple months, it's not our problem. So I'm not worried about that.
Last 2. Mark.
LeBron, Darvin in recent days is talking about like the challenge that he feels he faces with trying to just manage your workload, knowing your obvious value to the team, but without overtaxing. How easy or difficult have you seen this process this season with managing the workload you've had, and what's been the key in doing that?
I don't really Doesn't really matter to me. I'm on the floor. I got to make plays for our team, and if I'm in the lineup, I got to make plays for our team to help us win, whatever the minutes is. That's not up to me.
Dave, last question.
LeBron, Shannon Sharpe said that kind of what spurred that run-in at halftime was him talking to Dylan Brooks, telling him he couldn't guard you. Just wanted to know if you had any words for Shannon.
No. I mean, I ride with Shannon 365 days, 66 on a leap year, 24/7. So that's my guy. So I always got his back. He got mine. So he can talk with the best of them for sure.
Thanks, Elder.
He's got his back.
Thomas, crazy game out there. You guys had lost a lot of close ones. What did it feel like to finally get a close one on your side?
It felt great. It felt great. It was a lot of anxiety throughout that whole fourth quarter, but it felt great to get that win, especially at home in front of our great fans. And, we've been in a slump right there, but we needed that win. And I'm glad of how our team was, very, 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 very mentally strong out there.
Great play by Schroeder. Huge play by him. Can you take us through that whole sequence, starting with the huddle?
Yeah, going in the huddle, we saw, we tried to isolate some other players out there and try and get a trap before we even had the foul. And Pat Bev did an amazing job of swiping down, and Dennis did his job right there, do what he does, finishing at the rim, and an and one right there. It was a great game.
Talking to Darvin just now, listening to what he had to say, he said this team really fought through a lot of stuff tonight. They were a very good offensive rebounding team. Did some other things out there as well. You guys got the win. What does it say about your character right now?
Well, it says that we have a lot of great character right there. A lot of guys that are going to fight and dog it down. No matter what the outcome is. Win or lose, we got guys that are going to be dogs out there. Fight to the end until the clock says 0, and that's what we did tonight.
How had the last 3 losses you guys took affected sort of the discourse of the team, talking amongst yourselves about changing some of these trends in the close games recently?
It just takes a lot of communication, a lot of film work, and working through the kinks out there. We're midway through the season, so guys we all have to lock in even more, especially in close games like that. But I'm glad that we turned the corner today.
What was it like in the locker room afterwards?
It was great in the locker room. Guys were happy. Guys were slapping each other up. And we're thinking about the next game going on. We're enjoying this one, but we're thinking about the next one that we have in Portland. I guess, we're going to be in a hostile environment on the road, so we got to lock in on that one.
Thanks, Thomas.
Thank you.
All right, after the break, we'll look at the Lakers' upcoming schedule, which starts with the Sunday showdown in Portland against Dame Lillard and the Blazers. That's coming up on Access.
Access Sportsnet Lakers is